The Carters, particularly Shirley, played by Linda Henry, remain very concerned about Tina's whereabouts, but a full search was never in place because at the time of her murder, Tina wanted to disappear as she was in trouble with the law. Evil EastEnders lawyer Gray, Toby Alexander Smith, has been claiming has spotted Tina in an attempt to cover up the fact that she's dead and stop people looking for her. It's likely the former restaurant will be dug up soon, revealing the body of Tina. In a nasty twist on the BBC soap, could Gray frame her nephew, Mick, Danny Dyer, who was with her on the last day she was seen? Gray killed the Walford favourite when she worked out he had murdered his wife, Chantal Atkins, Jessica Plummer. Mick had been waiting to flee the country with his auntie after she was framed by Gray for attacking Ian Beale, Adam Woodyard, but instead, he was having an argument with his wife Linda Carter, Kelly Bright. He missed Tina's frantic phone calls as she tried to run away from Gray and sadly, she couldn't escape. The last viewers saw of Tina was when Gray carried her wrapped-up body to the boot of his car. More than a year later, Shirley is devastated by her sister's lack of contact. The Albert Square residents were spooked on Friday as they heard an explosion at the Argybogy. Thankfully, it turned out to be a gas explosion and nobody was hurt. As Chelsea Fox, Zaria Abrahams, read a news headline to Gray about the explosion, he looked extremely concerned. There was an explosion earlier at the Argybogy, she informed her husband. Gray, in the middle of pouring a glass of wine, stopped in his tracks and asked, "Really?" "Apparently," Chelsea replied. The East London Star says that the gas board's going in to sort it. Not noticing Gray's odd behavior, she added lucky no one was there. Gray appeared lost in thought and very worried by the news. Later, Shirley confided in Nancy Carter, Maddie Hill, about her fears over Tina. "We went to every gay bar from Walford to Soho. Nothing," she explained, describing her search with Zach Hudson, James Farrar. "Maybe I could make a poster or something and you could give it to those bars and they could put it on their socials," Nancy suggested. "There's no point," Shirley tearfully replied. "I know last night was a long shot but I can't do this anymore, Nancy." As the camera cut to a scene as a deserted Argybogy, Shirley's voice could be heard saying, "I know Tina's out there somewhere, she probably doesn't want to be found. I just hope she decides to come home soon." The camera traveled underneath the floorboards of the empty building, in which a rat could be seen walking from a skeletal hand. Gray seems to be aware that the discovery of Tina's body is likely to come soon. As a manipulative former lawyer, he will probably be putting his thinking cap on to come up with ways to get away with the horrible crime. Knowing Tina was planning on fleeing with Mick, it's possible he will manipulate evidence to look as though he killed her. Mick is also set to be leaving the soap, so perhaps he ends up in jail once Gray frames him. Knowing how to get around the law, Gray will probably set a meticulous plan in motion. He might sneakily plant evidence in Mick's home and point police officers in his direction. Will Mick end up in jail over his auntie's murder? EastEnders continues on Monday at 8 p.m. on BBC One.